What do work? What? Okay. But no,
Yeah, like
it's just doing these things. It's just like I love doing this type of work. So I don't consider this work. I consider this fun.
yeah, and I mean, you never work a day in your life until you. Well, no, I'm saying that quote right. If you have a job you love, then you're never gonna work a day in your life. There,
True, that is true.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they say.
Mm. The mysterious they.
They
Mm-hmm. Well,
Confucius.
Confucius, or Nostradamus too. You know, Confucius, Nostradamus. We got a few different philosophy people, philosophers, not philosophy
Yeah,
people.
no, it's pretty cool. I read some of his philosophies and theories. It's pretty cool.
Oh yes. Oh man. Okay. Well, we are on the third episode. Doesn't feel like it, you know.
Yeah, the third episode. No, it really doesn't feel like the third episode, but it feels like we kind of been doing this for a while. But that's because we're doing it like every other week.
Yeah.
But I think this is a good schedule for us, though.
And the fact I guess that we talk during the week a lot, so it helps too.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but first up today, it is let's see. So the time we're recording this, the date we're recording this is Sunday, February 12th, and we are literally like
Yeah,
right in the middle of 28 Days of Black Cosplay.
we are. We are in the middle of it, and I thank everybody for submitting their work. You guys are amazing. Y'all have amazing cosplays. You look great. So thank you, and also thank you for liking our page.
Yes,
That's
yes, thank
that
you,
means so
everybody.
much to us. Yeah.
Yes.
And we will be announcing the giveaway at the end of this episode, what it is. We won't be announcing any winners, of course. We're going to do that at the end of February. But yeah, so just keep an eye out for that. And yeah, we've been having a really good time with, like, so far the 28 days of cosplay, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been
Mm-hmm.
fun doing shout outs and then just engaging in the community, you know, whether it be on our page, our Facebook page, or Twitter, but just seeing the work of very talented cosplayers from around the world and just people who participate in the hashtag 28 Days of Black Cosplays. You know, it's not just black
Mm-hmm.
cosplayers here in America; it's people around the world.
Yeah. And, like, it's really cool because, like, when people who aren't used to getting featured actually get featured and they feel very special. And like Osha Ray Cosplay, she shared it and she like shared a really sweet message. It was like, I never had this happen before. Or, like, I think it was her first feature, and we kind of made her day. So that's really sweet. That was really nice of her.
Oh yeah, I liked her
But she
feature. I saw hers. I
she's
liked
saying
hers.
costumes. Yeah.
Yes, and we have more features
That was a
coming up
cute
too.
talk that her son and her did, like that. My neighbor, and I watched that movie this morning. My neighbor Totoro. I
Oh,
watched it.
that movie. I love it.
Yeah, I seen it when I was really really little, but then like I completely like it's been a while since I seen it, so I'm like, what? I want to relive my childhood, and then I was just chilling there, and I just remember like how much I love Studio Ghibli. I hope I'm saying that right.
Mhm.
Their films that they make, they know what they're doing. So yeah.
Oh yes. And speaking of that movie, like I never saw My Neighbor's Totoro until last year, the first time.
Mhm.
And it's
Mhm.
like when I got it at Amazement, and I got about that and Princess Mononoke. So I just started one day, like last summer, like watched them both back to back. Watched My Neighbor's Totoro first, then Mononoke. Two different
Mhm.
extremes of a Studio Ghibli movie.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I,
Yeah. They're like opposite, but at the same time, like they're so good. They're so freaking good.
yes.
Like Izaki, he is the reason why I wanted to get into animation when I was younger. Now that I grew up and actually took some classes, I'm like, this shit's hard. No, I don't want to do this. But um, Yeah, he was one of the reasons that I really wanted to animate things. It was he's my hero, one of
Hmm.
them at least. So yeah.
See, I'm trying to think of them. Like, what was the other ones? Like Spirited Away, uh,
Mm-hmm.
House Moving Castle was one of my
House and
favorite
Cats. Oh
movies,
my god, I watched that movie so many times when I started on it. I love how
and
my sweetheart.
Ponyo. I love that too.
Ham.
Like, let me tell you, like, when the first time I saw Ponyo, and this is the only time I saw it, was like maybe like on Stars a few years ago, or Encore or something. And back when I was
Yeah.
in college, and like, as we were talking about taking a break, like I was taking a math course because math is not my best subject. Um,
Later.
I was just like,
Funny.
I need a mental break, and I'm having stressful times. Any college students listening to this right now, you know it with me. If you have yet to go to college, you're in high school, you'll understand later. But Ponyo had a math test that day. Came home, I saw that night, and I was just like, all the stress I had is gone now. Like, this movie made me all like teary eyed and happy.
All right.
It's like
That's what I like about their films. I love their films for that very reason. Like it takes you to another world, and it puts you in the place of you can always relate with the character, no matter how old they are, or if they're too young, too old, the way they look. No matter what, you can always relate to their characters, and I love it so much.
exactly.
It's
Like,
great.
I I can't wait to just get more things added to my library. Um,
Yeah,
I
yeah. You're building a collection, aren't you?
yeah, um, it's this mixture of like sci-fi movies, some dramas, and slice of life movies, but then my anime movie collection is like Dragon Ball Z movies aside. Like, I want to get more like Studio Ghibli work, and
Yeah.
I think there's one I got maybe a couple years ago called from Up on Poppy's Hill. I don't think that's not Studio Ghibli. I don't think, but it's one of those like slice of life anime movies where by the time it was over, I was just like, why am I crying? Like, it's a really nice story. These kids that teenagers that like each other, but then I don't give it away for people who hadn't seen it yet. But it's one of those movies of like, I hope they get together. Because he's like, oh, I hope. And then another movie I love is Steam Boy.
Uh
Like,
huh.
like
I
have
don't
you,
think I've seen that one
it's
now.
Steam Boy
Mm-mm.
or the other one. Oh, yeah. I'll let you borrow it. If you want to watch that, I'll let you borrow it.
Or yeah.
And Steam Boy, I think, because like my love of trains. That's probably the first time I saw. I was like, cool, steam engines, all right. And then like there's a more deeper story to it. But that's another thing I want to add to my collection at some point. But
Yeah.
animation, that's the we're talking about animation, and we got on a really and it's a good segue for us. I'll say that
Yeah.
because
Yeah. We
because
do have so many things to talk about.
yes, we do. But before we head into that, let's take a quick break, and
Okay.
we'll be right back and talk about some DC animated films.
Sure. We can do that. Like our page on Facebook at theblerdlines.com. Oops.
I wish that
No.
was, I wish that was a thing.
I wish we had a website. Like our page on Facebook at facebook.com/blerdlines podcast. Also, follow us on Twitter at blerdlines pod and subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find us under Blerdlines podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Um, so our first segment, we had planned to do some shout outs for some 28 Days About Cosplay shout outs, but then we kind of got on like a sidebar tangent about animation and our love of like animated films. And we're going to
Yeah.
continue on that in a minute, but we want to go ahead and do our shout outs now. So, who do we have first for our first 28 Days About Cosplay shout out, Frankie?
It would be Lady J. Lady J cosplays. Pretty awesome. She's a sweetheart. So you guys should check her out. Also, check out her shop. It's called Lady J Nerdy Shop. Then the next one would be the American Greatest Otaku, Christopher Wanamaker. He sent us the link to that. I don't know if you saw the video. It was pretty cool when they announced him the American Greatest Otaku.
Oh no,
That
I
was
hadn't
pretty
seen that.
sweet.
Right.
Yeah, he if you go to like our message, you can like click the link to it and watch it. It's pretty cool. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, next we have is Medusa Mira Cosplay. She's amazing with body paint. She creates her own original characters. She's pretty sweet. And so we did feature her on our page, on both her and Christopher. And we want to get like most of like everybody featured on the page this month. At least people who did mention us. I mean, not mention, but message us. God dang. But then we have Eddie Newsom. He's cool. He's really popular for his Captain American cosplay. He's just check him out. Look him up on Instagram, Eddie Newsom, Twitter maybe, also Facebook, Eddie Newsom. So check him out. Then we have Kamikaze Miko, and she's pretty cool herself. So also look into her, like her cosplay page on Facebook.
Yeah, she does a lot of
Yeah.
video game inspired cosplays too. Like she does some League of Legends characters and Overwatch characters too.
Yes. Doesn't she make all her cosplays too?
Yeah, I think she
She's
does.
really, yeah, she's really talented. So check her out.
Hmm.
Yeah. And those are our shout outs. I know it just didn't, we didn't flow right into it like we wanted to because we got sidetracked, but like it's okay. It's all good.
It's all good. I mean, also want to say one thing. Like you know, last weekend was somebody's birthday, and we got to hang out.
Woo woo! It was my birthday weekend.
Yes, we got to like, as the kids say, it got lit or turn up. Whatever the kids say these
Yeah,
days.
we had so much fun. It was amazing. We went through the mall and we like, how like when we used to be teenagers, you would just like have a mall trip and just stick around.
Yeah.
We did that thing and it was so much fun. Like I just like, I haven't had a trip to the mall like this in a while. Even Jordan said the same thing. It was fun. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
because before you got to us, like he put on the Sorting Hat in Barnes and Noble, and I was like, oh, this was hilarious. And then
I missed.
also the one thing that surprised me, somebody there's a hug tackle, and I was like, what the hell? Oh shoot, it's Frankie. Hey, and I'm just standing there looking at them, and I was like, whoa.
I tackled the crap out of him when I saw them. I literally just I went up the escalators and I was like, oh yeah, see him, and I just like tackled the heck out of him.
Yeah, she
And he was
did.
like, what the fuck?
I
Well, he didn't say
was like,
that. He was surprised.
it's like, whoa, what happened? Oh, it's you. Okay. Defense is down. Defense is down. But
What
it
would you have done if it wasn't me? Would you like slap someone or something?
it would have been a big elbow to the face, probably. No, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that. I was been like,
Well,
who is this? But no, I figured.
expect that type of greeting from me if I haven't seen you in a while. Like that's just how I greet people. I tackle them.
All right, no, because I didn't. I was like, my spidey senses they weren't up, so I wasn't like, who is this? I was like I know who this is. Who is this? Okay, I know who this is. So so yeah, I was like I sensed I was like I'm comfortable, so ain't nothing bad here. Whatever.
Well, it gave me a big hug as soon as I tackled you, though.
I
Like,
did. I did. I was like, it's my bestie.
yeah.
So, but yeah, it was funny. We gotta hang out again soon. So,
Yeah, we do. And I wanted to come over this weekend, but gas and like I have like to pay my car payment and everything. So it's just like, oh, I'm broke. I have like $17 to last me for the next week until my pay day. So,
no, that's not good.
homegirl, it's the pressure right now, but that's just life.
It's
That's life.
that thing called that
There's
thing
no here
called
back.
that thing called adulting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing for adulting. There are people that have zero money in their bank account. At least I have like $17 to fall back on. So, yeah.
But the may the gods of the multiverse and the gods of the universe, God, everybody bless Frankie, please.
Please do. Like, I need it. I need all
Just
the blessings or the like positive energy because I believe more so like in positive energy
and
transfer than like actual
and
blessings
I will
from.
say this:
Um,
the day I win the lottery, um, can't say everything on here, but you you'll hear from me. You'll
Score.
you'll hear from me. So, but
Awesome.
with that moving on. Speaking of lottery and money, let's talk about Batman. Let me stop. Bad segue. Bad segue. But
And I'm just saying that, like, hey, there's nothing wrong about talking about money, but okay,
you
yeah, so we
know,
got to get back on track.
because there's a billionaire who got some money. He got money, or he's a billionaire, but then he's been part of a lot of movies,
Yeah,
and
he's saying like he's been pissing me off, and I'm just like, dude, homeboy, why am I broke? And you're sitting here doing all these like multi-million-dollar movie deals and stuff, and
that is your husband,
I ain't
right?
got. That is my husband, so like you need to hook me up, Bruce. I need like a better car. No, actually, I love my car, but I need like diamond rings, clothes, and all this stuff, and my bills paid, Bruce. So do it.
And then last Saturday, last Sunday was the Super Bowl, so my wife was on TV. I was happy to see her, but I had
Did you get on those that like shame her for her body? Like you got to get on there and be like, no, fuck all of you bitches. Don't be talking about my wife like that.
I didn't do anything. I just said on Facebook I was like, I love the halftime show. Some people were like, halftime show is great, alternative facts, and I was like, man, screw y'all. I love her show. Okay, like first of all, she did it by herself. She didn't have nobody else out there with her outside of her dancers and other performers, other musicians. It was her show. She didn't have like surprise guests. So
No one.
screw
It was
y'all.
just all her. So
Yeah.
I need to leave homegirl alone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. But
Yes.
but yeah, back. There's a reason I want to mention Batman because we're gonna talk about DC animated movies for a little bit. And when you said let's talk about DC movies, I was like, okay, like there are animated movies I want to look up. Like, what have we had? And you have your main slate of movies that started back in 2007 with Superman Doomsday. And the most
Mm-hmm.
recent movie, Justice League Dark, which you've seen. I just got it, which I will watch it
Girl,
tonight
Justice League.
or
I was just
tomorrow,
like, ooh.
and and
Yeah,
I need to watch it
we're probably gonna have like another episode because I want him to like watch it first, and then we can like actually discuss it and go into details
because
because that movie was lit.
because
Oh
also
God,
also I know that movie features a character that I cosplay. I've done it like twice now, so yeah,
Constantine.
yeah. I gotta do it again. I get some props. People keep calling me Castiel, which I answer to it, but I'm not Castiel. I love Castiel, but I'm
No,
not him. But
yeah.
there are like two sides to this DC animated movie, like DC Universe animated originals. You have the ones that kind of link up with like the animated series, like Superman animated series, like Superman Brainiac attacks, and then you have Batman Mystery of the Batwoman, which and
Yeah.
then like Batman Mister Freeze Sub Zero and Master Phantasm, and then Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker.
Mhm.
Like those movies kind of go along with like the shows, or the Timverse as people love to say. But then you have the other side, which is like things that started with Superman Doomsday up to now, which most of them are like single, like they're released, they don't follow continuity, but like everything that was before in Justice League War, um, pretty much was like standalone stuff that didn't really follow each other. There were a few that did follow each thing, but I want to run down the list of movies and like this DC animated. We're just gonna talk about like these movies. There's the Bruce Timbers, but like I mentioned a moment ago, but we're gonna talk about these. Um, so in 2007, which well, that was 10 years ago. Um, we just getting
Oh, that's so
it's getting old. You had Superman Doomsday, which was based off of that 1992-1993 storyline, Death of Superman, which is probably,
Hmm.
Superman's one of my favorite characters. He's my favorite superhero, but that movie to me does it's like it does a lot of like that showed me like you can take a big story, which I think I've seen in Barnes and Noble, like the 5 parts of the whole story. They condensed all 5 parts
Hmm.
into like a good 15, I mean, hour 15 movie or hour 16 movie.
Yeah.
But then you had after that you had Justice League: The New Frontier, which is really great. Kind of like um, I want to say, if not the golden age era of comics, but it's set like the frontier era. So that came out in 2008. Then you had Batman Gotham Knight, which was a tie-in release to the 2008 Batman film The Dark Knight. Which was the Gotham Knight. Was Batman Gotham Knight was an anthology film, which
Hmm.
I think it was like 6 stories, and it was one of the first movies I saw, which were like it was like it's having like a reimagining of a character. I'll check it out.
Hmm.
Check it out. Then you had the movie Wonder Woman, which was 2009, and until we get Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot's movie later this year, this is the only Wonder Woman movie that we've had where it's the feature-length Wonder Woman movie, and I really recommend it to people. It's really good. I've just
Yeah.
watched it like twice within like the last few months or so. Like, actually, I
Hmm.
watched it the weekend of NC Comic Con last year. I think it was that Thursday before the con. I actually watched that movie because I pulled out a lot of movies out
Oh,
just to
okay.
watch it. So, because I think Doctor Strange was about to come out around that time, or was about to come out. So
Hmm.
I watched the Doctor Strange animated movie too. So I want to see like how it compared to like the movie. But
After Doctor Strange before that,
wait, that
the
movie
NC Comic Con. So
I forgot. It's been a few months. I forgot.
no, okay, don't see the remember because like my friend, like after her baby shower, we went to see Doctor Strange. So that's the
Gotcha.
only reason why I remember. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Then after Wonder Woman, we had Green Lantern First Flight, which was it's a really good kind of introduction to Green Lantern. This was, let's see, when did this come out? I'm looking at the wiki of all these movies. I don't see the year, which anyway, let's see. Oh, it came out in 2010. Okay,
Mhm.
and I don't remember. I think the Green Lantern movie, the live action movie, I think was at 2011. I think. So yeah, so this was a better movie than that. No, okay, no, this movie came out in 2009. I see it now, in July 2009, which was a much better movie
Okay.
than that live action thing, which I want to talk about. Um, Superman. Then next we had Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. This was one of the few movies that they did that actually had a sequel. I'll get to that in a minute. But Public Enemies was a good. It's really good because the animation was kind of like blocky, which they kept it
Hmm.
kind of toward the book of the same name. Um, then after that was Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. I this movie kind of hurt me, not in terms of a movie, but it hurt because um, the writer, I want to say the writer or director of it, Dwayne McDuffie, this was one of his last
Hmm.
projects because he passed away like right after, or about a year,
Oh,
or about a year, a couple years afterwards. So it was like
okay.
it was his like because he was responsible for like Static Shock cartoon and one
Yeah.
of the people involved with it and Static's creation as a character. So I was like, when this one came out, I was like, I had to get this one because I knew it was like his last thing. Um,
Yeah.
that was 2010. Then after that, we had Batman Under the Red Hood, which was a um, really good movie, and you had Jensen Ackles as Red Hood. So uh, those if they ever do a live action Red Hood movie, you should get Jensen Ackles and do it because he's a badass on Supernatural. For those who hadn't seen that, he plays Dean Winchester. Um, After that was Superman Batman Apocalypse, which was the sequel to Public Enemies. And Apocalypse is like my favorite DC villain. Um, so I was like, give me an excuse to have a Dark Side movie, I'll take it. Or Dark Side story, I'll take it. So that was a 2010 movie. Then
I
you had,
like
go ahead.
you seem to like dark stories.
I do. It's because it's that's the whole side conversation. I guess I like his character of because he was before Thanos. I mean, we're gonna be seeing Thanos again,
Mm-hmm.
maybe in Guardians of the Galaxy this year, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. But
Oh God, I can't see that movie. That movie's gonna be so awesome. I'm
I
excited.
I can't wait to get the
So,
soundtrack. The soundtrack's gonna be it's gonna be killer.
yeah, the soundtrack. Yeah, I cannot wait. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Let's see. You had All Star Superman, which is a nice retelling of the st- um All Star Superman story. Which I haven't read it yet, but I have it. And see, that was
Mm-hmm.
2011. Then Green Lantern Emerald Knights. It was kind of similar to Batman Gotham Knight. It was like an anthology film. Um,
Mm-hmm.
then you have a really nice standalone Batman film called Batman Year One, which I kind of call it like a really good Jim Gordon story.
Yeah.
I really recommend it. For those who are fans of the show Gotham. Like Batman is there, but it's really about Jim Gordon.
Yeah, I need to get back into those shows. Like I've been slacking a lot when it comes to like a lot of like TV shows about like DC and Marvel and even just in general. Like I feel like I've done shame to the nerd community.
No, you haven't.
It's just
You're you're you're
shame.
you're adulting. You're doing the right stuff.
I've been trying to adult, but at the same time, I'm like, I want to indulge in this stuff, but I can't.
I know, but stick around me. I'll corrupt you. Let me stop.
Okay,
Let me stop.
Halloween. Sounds like a plan.
Oh wow, you're gonna accept that? Okay, cool. All right. She said she will be
Yeah,
corrupted.
I mean, I want to be corrupted. I want to be able to do more. It's just like it's more so finding the time to be corrupted is what my issue is.
I
But
know. I know.
yeah,
Um. Next we had Justice League Doom, which
hmm
it's based off of the story arc JLA Tower of Babel or Babel. Um.
hmm
It was released in 2012. It's a nice you know I don't want to give any of these plots away because I'm being vague on the plots, but it's a nice you know if anybody could take down the league, how would they do it? And it's done pretty well. Then you had Superman versus the Elite. It's probably one of my
hmm
favorite Superman standalone movies.
really,
Because at one point it kind of goes like semi Dragon Ball Z esque, in one the last fights in the movie, and I'm like,
Mhm.
did he just do that? He did. Okay. And
Yeah, I have like a minor crush on Superman in a way, only because I like Clark Kent. I like his hairstyle.
hmm, okay, I approve because that's my character. I approve.
I like his hair. But other than that, like I'm just like to me, Superman just isn't. He doesn't match up to like what I would want in a superhero, even though he's like invincible almost.
See,
Almost.
as a big super
Keyword.
as
Almost.
a big Superman fan, I'm like he's unbeatable, but then I'm like, you can beat him, and it's not just saying throw kryptonite at him. Like you can beat him other ways, but
Yeah.
um,
Magic.
yes, magic, red sun, um, yeah,
Yeah.
but but I give you props for liking a part of Superman. So you get props this evening. Um, Next we have Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, which,
Mhm.
as a big Batman fan, you think you like it because and when he has to fight Superman and wins, it's like, okay, it gives you some reason of like, fine, I buy it, but I'm like, man, I hate you.
And don't hate it on the bat.
I ain't hating. I mean, as I showed you my Batman collection last time, I was like, I don't hate, but I showed that to you. But in terms of a gruesome story, because like that movie was released, like, it was a two-part movie. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Now if you go by it now, I think most times like they'll have both parts together. But the first part, no, actually that's the second part. Like before he has to fight Superman, he fights Joker. It's one of the more gruesome Joker fights I've ever seen. So yeah, but after that you have Superman Unbound, which is a Brainiac story.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Um, I don't know what the story is. Okay, so the story is from Superman Brainiac, but it's a good adaptation story, and um, John Noble played Brainiac, and like I liked him as that character because he did a good job as Peter Broyles in Fox's show Fringe. So to have him kind of play Brainiac's role, I was like, I buy it. And then we had the one that a lot of people love, Justice League Flashpoint Paradox, which
Mm-hmm.
I admit when that movie came out, like I waited to watch it because I got the book. I got Flashpoint Paradox. I read the main parts, and I read the prequel part too. And
Mm-hmm.
for those who've seen the movie, um, the part when things have to reset. I'll say that there is a fundamental difference in the comic version versus the movie version. It's in I'll just say what's left out for those who hadn't seen it yet. But or have you seen it?
I've seen bits and pieces.
Okay. Do you mind if I do like a mini spoiler?
So, but yeah, just go ahead. Yes, that's fine. I didn't really follow the storyline like I
Uh,
wanted to. So,
okay, I got you.
yeah.
In the comic version, when Barry has to go back and reset everything, he has a conversation with his
Mm-hmm.
mother, and she's like, "I'm okay, Barry. Let me die." And he's just like, "I don't want you to go." And but they have a conversation. She's like, "I understand. I know you want me here, but I have to go." And in the movie version, instead of them having a conversation, he sees the robber going, or like the gunman going in the house, and he doesn't stop him from killing his mother. And it didn't give me like the same like heartstrings feel. I was like, he stops himself,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I get why, but the more emotional impact would have come from having that mother conversation. That's just me. But when I
Yeah.
watched it again, like about a year later, I thought like, okay, it made more
Mm-hmm.
sense. But because in the comic books side of things, that's what started New 52. I mean, I know we've gone away from that now with DC Rebirth, but that's how New 52 came. But then after that, that's when DC animated films took an interesting turn with Justice League War. They started the continuity thing where a lot of films followed each other, and that started with Justice League War, which was kind of based off of the New 52 story, Justice League Origins, which is like the volume one of Justice League. Like comparing it to the actual comic, I think it's a really good adaptation. With some minor things that they swapped out, but I really liked it. And then let's see, what year was that? That was 2014. And then after that was Son of Batman. And then here we go, all these movies that I've seen but don't have. So for your Batman fanboys, first you have Son of Batman. There you go. Yeah, Son of Batman, which was I think Damian Wayne's introduction to like the live action. I mean, not live action, like the animated feature length
Brat.
things. You said that, Brat. Yes.
So, he's such a brat though. Like I love him in a way, like because he's just like he's right. Like 95% of the time, he's right. At the same time, it's just like that attitude. Like I need you to calm down, boy. Seriously, what the hell?
I
He
know
got an attitude.
that kid.
He cracks me up though.
Yeah, and I admit, watching that movie, I was like, he's all right. And then when you get to the Teen Titans versus Justice League movie, I was like, you kind of grew on me. All right,
Yeah.
but then you had
Yeah.
Batman Assault on Arkham, which came out in 2013. Actually, both movies came out in 2013. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, no, I'm wrong. I'm reading parts of the wiki. It's like I'm trying to read dates. No, it came out. The physical release was in August 2014 of Assault on Arkham. Okay, I got it now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the film Son of Batman was released May of 2014. Got it. Okay. So then you had Assault on Arkham was like the Suicide Squad movie, and which was kind of set in the um, Batman Arkham video games, which it was like a nice prequel
Mm-hmm.
to Arkham Asylum. And for a lot of people, it was like their introduction to the Suicide Squad. And I know some people want to make comparisons to that from that movie to the live action movie from last year, but it's like you can, but it's like Suicide Squad is so much different from the live action thing. Like the roster always changes, but that's another long story. But then you had Throne of
Yep.
Atlantis. Um, let's see. Then we had Throne of Atlantis, which I still have
Mm-hmm.
not seen it, but I read the book, and the so I can't say anything on this, but in terms of what I read, I really enjoyed it. So like that's the one like it still eludes me where I'm like I see it every now and then like the Target or something. I'm like I should get this and I forget about it. But that was
Mm-hmm.
released in the physical release was January 2015. And then you
Mm-hmm.
had Batman versus Robin, which um, I'm trying to remember. It was like the Court of Owls. It was like the kind of the Court of Owls movie. From what I do remember seeing it, it was good. I just don't remember like every Batman movie because they all kind of blur together after a while for me. Because he has
Yeah.
a lot of stories. And see, yeah, so that was 2015. It was early 2015. Then you had Justice League Gods and Monsters, which was July 2015. That was an interesting, nice movie to have like a twist of like origin stories um, for your Trinity, the DC Trinity, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the twist the movie took like left and right really like kind of had me like wow I didn't expect that or saying Superman landed in a different um he landed in wait, I think he landed in Mexico I think right and then Batman was like an actual Batman I think where he's a vampire bat I can't remember it's been a while and then Wonder Woman's twist I'm gonna just like leave that for those who hadn't seen it like it's a really nice twist because it was a twist that kind of made me forget like oh yeah things are different in this different universe because
Mm-hmm. That's true.
that one got me like oh shoot okay then you had Batman Bad Blood which I have not seen but I remember the trailers saying that one had Batwoman in it um see so that was um released in February. See, on deep physical release was February 2016, so a little bit over a year ago. And then we had Justice League versus Teen Titans, which as far as part of following the continuity of like what Justice League War started, it was really fun. And that's when I kind of thought Damian kind of like grew up a little bit, where I didn't hate him so much. And then Batman and Killing Joke. How much time we got for this? uh,
Do you real quick? Let's take and then we can continue on that. Welcome back to the Blerdlines podcast. Yeah, we took a break, a little longer than expected, but we needed. So yeah.
yeah,
So let's get back to that killing joke. Batman
the Batman and Killing Joke.
killer joke. That's a killing joke.
Woo.
Killer joke.
Yeah. All right. So that movie. Um, came out in 2016, which was a adaptation of a book by the same name, which I actually read. This is funny. I had the book for a few years and never read it. Right. I get the movie,
Uh-huh.
then I decide I'm gonna read the book. So I read the book as the movie's just sitting there. So I read it, then I watch the movie.
Uh,
And I was like I just watched it in the same day. So I was like, it's all in my mind. I'm like, I got the Killing Joke story in the back of my mind. I know what I'm gonna see. The first 28 minutes or so of the movie have nothing to do with the book, and then
that's what I noticed too. I'm just like, I was lost the first like few minutes of the movie. I'm just like, so what is this about?
I know,
Because
I get they want us to care about Batgirl. I get it, and that was what you know. If you're gonna put a movie in theaters, yes, you have to have it in there for a certain amount of time. I get that. That's why it was a little bit longer.
it
Just because,
wasn't stuff, like it went straight to DVD.
yeah, because it was in theaters for like a hot second.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it
did not
was.
know
Yeah,
that.
it was in theaters for like a hot second, and then it was like, all right, in a few weeks on DVD. So that was the big draw, like a rated R Batman animated movie going to be in theaters, and it's based off the Killing Joke. Everybody loves the Killing Joke, right? As the book. Hmm.
I went to Geeksboro to watch it
So, what were your thoughts on that?
on the Killer Joke.
Yeah,
I don't know why I keep saying killing.
yeah, the Killing Joke. Yeah, the Killing Joke. I mean,
It is the Killing Joke.
yeah, it's the Killing Joke. Yeah,
You corrected me earlier. It said killer joke, and I'm like, what? Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter.
hey, no,
Um,
you're good. Sorry, I didn't mean to correct you, but yeah, you're
I,
good.
it was just. I felt like there were just gaps. There were a lot of things that like I just didn't grasp onto as much as I wanted to. I don't know if you get that.
I do, I do.
There were just certain moments in the movie I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? And it like had like I had to like take my time. I'm like, oh okay, I get it, But that's
Hmm.
just how I feel about it.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now. The movie was so the film. Okay, so I see. I'm on the Wikipedia page. Film was released simultaneously in theaters, on home video, and digitally on July 26, 2016, before a DVD and Blu-ray release in August of 2016. So I didn't see it until August. It came out in July. So I saw like about a month later, just about, or a few weeks later.
Yeah, I saw like when it came like a few days after it came out.
Like like one thing I did enjoy was that we had Kevin Conroy back as Batman, and I can't remember that person that played Batgirl. I think is it Tara Strong? I am trying to oh yeah, it was Tara Strong. That's right. Okay. So yeah, it's like you had animated series people back, and of course Mark
Yeah,
Hamill was the Joker. So it's like yeah, that is wonderful. And Mark Hamill has always said he would come back and do that adaptation.
yeah, he's like the best Joker voice actor ever. Like he needs to stay doing that.
Yes, and yeah, I was about to say something else, but yeah, he can keep doing that
He
and
just
just keep rolling in the bank with that one. But after the whole Karen Barbara Gordon thing happened, which is like it felt like a whole Batman. It kind of tied into like a subplot of Batman animated series about Bruce and Barbara having a relationship, which I was like, it kind of ties into that. Like
mm-hmm.
they mentioned that in the cartoon, but it's just like all right, so you're kind of expanding off of that, and then you start the Killing Joke, and it goes scene for scene, page for page, dialogue for dialogue,
uh,
and then it ends with the actual Killing Joke. And
Yeah, and that cracked me up throughout the whole entire like thing. Like that, literally, I'm like, Batman is literally joking around with the Joker, and he's having a laugh with him. Like, you have this dude right here in front of your face, and you're laughing. I'm just like,
because
really? What was the Killing Joke again? I forgot.
the
Like,
Killing Joke was essentially a metaphor. Like the Joker telling that joke at the end, telling somebody, we're gonna jump over a roof, and he's like, I'm gonna shine a flashlight over here. It's like this is the like it's a bridge, and the guy's like, trust me.
Mhm.
He's like, no, you're gonna let me fall. But it's the dance. They're always gonna keep doing the dance back and forth. So it was a metaphor for Batman and Joker. Like Batman's always saying, I want to help you. Joker said, yeah, you're gonna put me back in jail if I say I'll help you. I'll let you help me. So it was a joke off of their
Yeah.
relation. It was a joke off of their relationship, but I didn't quite get that when I read
Yeah.
the book. So I read it, didn't
Yes.
get it. Read it again, didn't get it. Showed it to my mom, and she said it's a metaphor, and I was like, oh, I get it now. And then when I watched the movie, it's the same thing. It's the same like, and then it ends with it's the rain. They're laughing, but then the YouTuber Jeremy Johns, he was like, Joker stops laughing, and you hear Batman just laughing. Did Batman kill him? Because that was always the question: did Batman kill him?
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Like, I'm like, what happened after that? That's how the movie ended. I'm just like, I need to know what happened after that.
Because there's another part in the end of the book where somebody actually goes through killing Batman, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I did it," but it had nothing to do with the story. Really, it was like a extra part in the book. Like, I'll show it to you when we hang out. But
Okay.
I was just like, this was like, I'm glad I saw it, and I'm glad I read the book. But to have all that in the back of my mind, watch it, read it, and watch it the same day, I was just like, something was missing here. And I would say 99% of the time, DC movies are like on the mark with their adaptations. This one, this is like,
Animated.
yeah, animated. I was animated.
Animated.
Yeah, okay. Animated.
You have to think because like their live action,
the best live
it's like
action,
hit and miss.
the best live action movies, the two I'm going to say are Superman 2 and The Dark Knight. Best two.
The Dark Knight was pretty good. Yeah.
Like, I don't like
Those movies, and I just like it takes me so long to just like get into it because they have like a long beginning, and I know they have to introduce everybody. And I'm just like, can I see people fight, please?
Actually,
That's what I came here. I see
I
fighting.
I would say Batman Begins is actually my favorite live action Batman movie because
Batman Begins,
yeah,
like the '90s version.
yeah, because Batman Begins was like it was the first one like back in 2005, like the first part of the trilogy.
Oh, okay.
But
I was talking about
you're talking about
like the '90s movie, Batman Forever
oh
and
yeah,
Batman
yeah,
and
oh
Robin.
yeah, I love those.
Yo, those things, like even though they're like so shitty, they're nice.
Okay, how about
I
this?
love them.
That movie. Okay, when they did Bane back in the '90s, that was Bane, not not the mask wearing Bane that we got to see like, oh Batman. No, that was not Bane. Bane has the tubes. Bane has the tubes with the venom and everything. That's Bane, not Batman.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you and destroy your city. No, that is
The
not Bane.
Darth Vader want to be.
Thank you. That is not Bane. I'm sorry. Bane has tubes, okay? Even Young Justice did Bane properly. Yes, he had one tube in his back, but that was better. I digress. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But after the Killing Joke, we have the movie that you've seen, which is Justice League Dark, which I'm gonna probably watch this evening or tomorrow afternoon. And
Please do so we can stop that because like yo, that shit was good. Was good.
I promise you, I'm gonna watch it in the next 24 hours. I'm gonna watch this movie.
And I cannot wait for the new Teen Titans movie, Judas Contract.
Yes, I really want to read that story, just so I can read it and then watch it. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
That comes out later in the spring.
Yeah, it's not out yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, my other show, Let's Talk Weekly, I talked to a cosplayer, Lion Egger Costuming, and she said that that's actually like her favorite Teen Titans story. Like we talked
contract.
Yeah, we probably talked about that for maybe about 5-10 minutes. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to it. That was the first time I heard about that storyline. So I was like, I can't wait to see it.
Either I'm excited for it.
And other movies they've had.
So we should live stream of us watching it and then reacting to it. I think that would be really cool. Like I come over and then we can like live stream us watching the movie and our reactions.
All right, we'll make it a thing.
Yeah,
You
let's make that a thing. I
you
think
you
it's really
you
be
can
interesting. That.
you can see my movie nerd out one was like, holy crap, really? Because you haven't seen that side of me yet.
No, not in person.
Did you hear about it? But like,
I heard about it and then also seen a video, that video of you looking at the Star Wars trailer and you're like getting hyped. Yeah.
I
Have you
forgot.
posted that on YouTube? Like you should post it on our page. I think you really should.
All right, because I know it's on my cosplay
Mm-hmm.
page. So like, yeah, for those what you're talking about, I did a live reaction to the Rogue One trailer from last April.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you. I forgot about that thing. That my face goes from like okay to oh my god, yay!
It was so funny.
Because like, and I'm like,
That's like, I gotta be in a room next time. I have to.
because I remember like I heard like that morning I was at work and I was like I knew that they were gonna show it on Good Morning America, so like I recorded GMA just so I could watch that. And I was like, I'm gonna skip everybody talking about this all day on Facebook. I'm skipping all of this conversation. And then I just got home and was like, I've never done a live video before, but I'll do one now. And I'm so happy nobody like actually wrote me on during that live because I probably wouldn't have been like, I'm so happy. Yeah. So, but but when I got to see Rogue One, I wish I had done a live video after that because I my mood was just like, okay. But no, that's another.
Bounce off the walls.
But
You're just
but
there.
I would say that like well, this to kind of conclude our DC animated feature stuff. Like they've had some other ones like some like showcase films like The Spectre, Jonah Hex, Green Arrow, Superman, Shazam. Let's see what else we had. DC showcase Catwoman. That was in the Batman Year One movie, and you've had some yeah, some other ones like so there was one. There's a 45-second one on Justice League Throne of Atlantis with Nightwing and Robin. Okay, I haven't seen that yet, but I believe that is all the animated features. You know, with the exception of the ones I didn't mention, like all the ones that tied into like the Tim versus animated
Yeah,
features. But that's a lot of movies for 10 years.
that is a lot of movie for 10 years, and I have a lot of catching up to do. So, and I think I'm gonna do some of that tonight.
Okay,
You know,
and I know
so
I
if
got
I
my
can,
homework to do. So
yeah, I got some homework to do too because I'm just like I can't believe I missed out on most of these movies, but like it's just like for like past 10 years, besides me being in high school and not having much internet access. After that, I just kind of was like, I kind of like dug it myself into like this like little hole, and I put a rock over it, and I just like stayed in there
I'm glad you got out
because I
the
was just
whole.
weird. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I got out my hole too. I was being like a turtle. Oh, like I'm like a hermit crab, I guess that's what you want to call them.
I like
Just wanted to
turtles.
keep them for a
I like
while.
turtles. You remember that kid?
Yeah, but yes, but I do love turtles though. They're like one of my favorite animals. Turtle, turtle.
Oh, one of my favorite animals is dolphins. Don't know. I'm
I
dolphins.
like dolphins. They used to be like my favorite animal. Like they're really smart, but I'm like, oh god, everybody likes dolphins. I don't want to be like mainstream like that. But no, okay. I mean, I do like dolphins. They're cool, but I really like turtles. Like and ostriches. Oh my god, have you seen their mating dance?
No.
Oh my god, no! You gotta like for anyone who has not seen the ostrich mating dance, Google it and watch it. It is freaking hilarious. You can watch it for days. Like they're just like waving her wings. Like it's funny. It's so funny. You have to watch it. Really do.
YouTube adventure in 5 minutes. Let me
Yes.
stop. But um,
And then goats. I like goats, especially screaming goats. Like I've been like I will literally watch videos. No. Like when they scream, like they're like scream like humans. Yo, that is crazy. Have you seen someone doing that?
I was thinking about the commercial, the goat that screams. Oh man. Okay.
No, look up actual videos of screaming goats, and then you would die. You
Oh,
would,
I will. I definitely will.
yeah, you would.
I got one more thing to mention before we wrap things up tonight, because then I gotta do my homework. That you just gave me some homework, and I gotta watch this movie. But um, I want to say it was Friday night or late Friday afternoon. Marvel Studios dropped the bombshell on the internet, like a quick mini behind the scenes look into the day one shooting of Avengers: Infinity War, which was like so awesome.
Seen that?
And
Yeah.
like it showed, like, the beginning of it shows Peter Quill, Tony Stark, and uh, Peter Parker, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yay, it's like the official confirmation of the Guardians will be in the movie. And I was like, we knew they were coming, but to see it, it's like, all right, and we see some concept art and stuff. And it's like, okay, so we know it's coming. We know the big showdown with Thanos is coming, and that movie better be 3 hours. I will sit for 3 hours. I don't care. I don't care.
Just say no, like for the majority of the movies, like superhero DC movies, Marvel movies that are coming out this year, we're gonna try to make an event out of it. Like me, you, maybe Brittany and Jordan, and like we'll just go see it and have fun and like make a huge ordeal because it's that special, it's that awesome. I can't wait, especially
Squad,
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
squad goals. Yes.
God goals. I'm excited for that movie. Baby Groot. Oh God, I love Baby Groot.
Okay, so you push the button. I am Groot, and I am Groot, and I am Groot. No, don't push that. I am Groot.
Groot.
and,
Yeah.
but yeah, but these movies, and then you get Thor Ragnarok. That's gonna be interesting. And like, that's when we're gonna probably see our last Infinity Stone or gem, whichever one you want to call it.
Yeah.
The Soul Gem, yeah, Soul Gem. So yeah, and my money says Quicksilver will be in Hell's Domain because reasons, because he's dead,
Yeah.
and Quicksilver will be back in Infinity War because why not? And Infinity Gauntlet. But that's my take.
Quicksilver, wasn't he part of the X-Men?
He was, but then because he was in Age of Ultron
That was
too.
not X-Men, but he was part of the like what's that anti-group? God, I always forget the name of it. But he wasn't part of the X-Men, but he was like that little like bad squad that like Magneto,
Oh, the
like they kind of
Brotherhood.
followed.
The Brotherhood.
Yeah, the Brotherhood.
Yeah,
The Brotherhood.
yeah, he wasn't. He was a Brotherhood.
Oh God, I feel horrible for not knowing that.
You're good.
It's been a while since I watched that whole entire animated series.
The best Quicksilver, as far as I remember, was it X-Men Evolution? Like that show.
X-Men, is it Revolution
Uh,
or
uh,
Generation?
uh,
X-Men.
Evolution.
I like the Quicksilver, and then the guy who voiced Inuyasha voiced him. I was like, yo,
Oh, I
what's
knew I should have caught. Oh man, I didn't catch that.
you didn't catch that? Yeah, the guy who voiced Inuyasha in the English series voiced Quicksilver in
Uh,
X-Men. I think it was Evolution. I'm looking it
there's
up right now.
there's one thing about, speaking of X-Men Evolution. Somebody did a wonderful thing. They cut
Mm.
all the apocalypse related episodes into a 2 hour film on YouTube, so you can watch all the.
Really?
Yeah, I'll send you a link. I sat there and watched it right before Apocalypse last year, and so
Mm-hmm.
they put all the episodes related to that together, and it's like a nice little 2 hour movie. Yeah, fun times.
Yeah, it's X-Men Evolution. You're right. I'm
Yeah.
just saying like something, whatever. I don't even know.
Well, then there
But
was
yeah,
there was
that was
a
my favorite X-Men animated series. So
same here. Like then after that is the '90s version, of course, for me. But and then you got Wolverine and the X-Men, which was a great show. But unfortunately,
yeah,
they only had one season. But hope everybody enjoyed watching or listening to our episode. It's fun.
listening to her. Yeah, I
And
know I didn't say much this time, but like,
you let
yeah,
me ramble. You let me ramble. I feel kind of weird about it. You let me ramble for about a good hour. Oh man.
yeah. But you have like so many like thoughtful and insightful things to say, and I feel like most of the time, whenever like at least within like the past two episodes, I'm like running my mouth, so I'm like, I want you to say some stuff. So like,
True, true. But I know you said you yeah, before we getting back to the multiverse of our lives and everything, you had something to share with the people, our good audience, about a contest.
oh yeah, okay. So we are doing a giveaway at the end of this month. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, so we have a giveaway, and the prizes are we're giving away a $20 Amazon gift card, also a hoodie, a Blerdlines podcast hoodie that's in the making right now. And then we're also giving away a mystery surprise. So, stay tuned for that. We'll announce it soon. So, yeah. So, what you have to do to enter the giveaway, one, you have to like our Facebook page. So, that's the Bird Lines podcast. And then also, we're going to post something, I believe, tomorrow. If not, like, we're going to post something sometime this week. And to enter, you have to answer the question that we're going to post. And then we'll pick one of you lucky, awesome people, and we'll give you the prize. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, seriously.
All right. Well, if we didn't say in the beginning of the show, I'm Chancellor D,
And I'm Frankie K,
and
and thank
you're
you for listening to the Bird Line.